Hey everyone, it's Dr. Sunita Punjabi, your brain coach. Today we're going to talk about a very common question that we have, especially as a business owner. Very often we find that we're not as productive as we could be. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. One reason may be that you're not really motivated, so you find other things to do that can distract you. So you're not, the end result is you're not producing results. So in that case, what I would do is a time study. A time study is really great. For about 2 to 3 days, I would write down everything that you do at the different times. It's really easy to get the journals nowadays, or just on your printer. If you can print out blank lines with hours on the side, write down what you're doing. Look at where your time is going. So notice if you are distracted. Notice if you're avoiding doing things. And then the question becomes, why are you avoiding it? One of the reasons that we're not productive and we avoid doing things that we know we should be doing is because we're not really sold on why we're doing it. Let me explain that. Human beings will do what is best for them. They always will. But sometimes we do something and we're numb, we're shut off to the consequences, or we're not aware of why it matters. We're not aware of our values that are involved in that action. So we're not inspired to take action. Action becomes tedious when you don't know why you're doing something. So then this takes us back to, why are you doing something, and what does it say about what matters to you? Aha, that's the tricky part. A lot of people are not productive because they don't know why they should do it, but then deeper than that, they don't know why it matters. So, for example, let's take exercise. Very common. A lot of us say we should go to the gym, we should walk, but when it comes down to it, we really don't do it. Now, why do we not do it? Because we're not entrenched we're not really deep into what exercise means for us and what it allows for us to have. See, exercise is the road, but what is the destination? And if you focus on what you're trying to get from the exercise, right, then you're going to find you're going to be more motivated to exercise. Money, for example, a lot of people think that money is a motivator. It's not. Money is paper in all reality, right? It's what money represents is the motivator. So when you get in touch with what money will allow you to have and what money represents, then you're going to find that you're organically motivated and you're more productive. I was working with someone who really needed to make an extra money. So part-time job, part-time work, loved his job, but just needed the extra money. And when we sat down and I asked him, what does the extra money really mean to you? Like, what would it allow you to have? He thought about it and he gave me a few answers. But then, about the third answer in, he said, my mom. And he kind of got teary eyed and he realized that if he had the extra money, and it's extra $500 a month, he could actually have his mother at home instead of having her in a nursing facility. So it wasn't the money, it was really having his mom closer to him. When he thought about that, and when he kept that the center of his focus, guess what? He was naturally motivated. So, one of the ways that we can get more motivated and be more productive is to get in touch with why you want something. Why should you do something? Why do you need to be productive? If you get in touch with what really matters to you, which is underneath your why, your values, the kind of create your why. If you can get in touch with that, you're going to find you're more productive, you're organically motivated, like naturally motivated. You don't have to keep reminding yourself, you just do it. You need to practice this too, though, by the way. You got to be in touch with your why. You've got to share why something motivates you or why something inspires you to action, because that's going to help you get productive also. When you share what matters to you, it creates listening, it creates reality for you, and it ingrains the motivation. It makes it even deeper and deeper. So when he shared, that person I was talking about earlier, when they shared that they wanted to get their mom out of a nursing home, and that's why he needed to make an extra $500 a month, his eyes got watery. Well, when he shared that, there's an emotional engagement. And if you think about it another way, if this is your goal setter, which is your executive functioning, your goal getter is your midbrain. It's the primal part of you. This is where the emotions are stored. And this is where you quickly take action from emotion. You make decisions from your midbrain. But there's usually a disconnect between the midbrain and the frontal lobe. As a business owner, when you can connect what really matters to you into your business, you're going to find that you are productive, you're organically motivated, and you're going to come up with solutions that were not normally available. When you engage that emotional part of you with what you're doing today, and it's created, please don't think it's going to bite you in the butt. Your way of finding your why, it's not going to hit you. You've got to create it. You've got to create that meaning. So if you want more, we'll be talking more about creating meaning for sure. But for right now, I just wanted you to understand that if you're not productive, it's because you're not clear on why it matters to you. And you haven't ignited that emotional part, and you'll find that you're not productive. So we'll be talking more about how to be more productive and how to keep going even though doubt sets in, and why sometimes we're not motivated. It's all connected, and it's all connected to knowing your why, your purpose, what you'd like to call it. Literature calls it the grit factor. What is it that really matters to you, and connect that with your daily activity. If you're a business owner, connect it to the daily activities and your company mission statement, and you're going to find some amazing things happen. Thank you so much. This is your brain coach signing out.